I'm sure it's going to be as good as it smells, to be honest with you. Oh yeah. The chicken is really lovely and juicy and tender. And there's a hint of spices coming through. It could be a chicken fajita, but obviously you just haven't got the fajita, you've got rice instead. Hi everyone and welcome back to Googie's Kitchen, and if you are new here then hello and welcome. My name's Alexis and in today's video I want to share with you how to make my delicious spicy Mexican chicken stir fry rice. As I just mentioned, today I want to share with you how to make a really delicious stir fry rice. So this recipe is really easy to do, and this is a recipe I thought of because I really fancied fajitas for dinner. I really fancied some Mexican spice and some fajitas, but we didn't actually have any in the house. So I decided to make the filling for the fajitas anyway, and I thought I'd just throw some rice in instead, and the results were so yummy, I have to say. And of course I had to share the recipe with you. So the first thing I've done is I've cooked off some brown rice, and I have a recipe on how to cook brown rice in the description box below for you. It also works really well with white rice, and that recipe also works well with quinoa as well. So if you ever need a recipe on how to cook brown rice to perfection, honestly, it's in the description box below for you. So the next thing I'm going to do is I've put a large pan. I'm going to put that onto a high heat on my hob, and I'm going to add oil to the base of that pan. So just a little bit of oil, and I'm going to leave the pan to heat up. But before I go, I just wanted to say that if you have enjoyed this video today, then please feel free to give it a big thumbs up. And if you did like this video today and you want to see more, then please feel free to hit that subscribe button. Everything like that really helps me out, and I do really appreciate it when you do subscribe and like these videos. The pan is getting nice and hot, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in an onion. So I have one red onion here that I've just simply peeled, sliced and diced, and I'm going to pop that into the base of the pan, like so. I'm going to fry this until it starts to soften and become clear or translucent. And hopefully it will also go a lovely golden brown colour around the outside as well. It will take a little while to fry this off. It will take probably about 3 to 5 minutes. So I'm just going to continue to fry the onion. So the onion has started to soften and it has started to go a lovely golden brown colour as well. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in some pepper. So I have removed the top from a red pepper, and I have just simply sliced and diced the flesh into just chunky little pieces basically. No size required really. It's all going to cook off in the base of this pan, so I'm not too worried about the size. And I do like, if you like it sort of smaller pieces, then obviously cut it up to smaller pieces, but I'm not really that fussed. I quite like to find red pepper in my meal, and I also think it makes the meal look more interesting as well. Sounds funny, doesn't it? Anyway, I'm going to fry the red pepper until it starts to soften, and it will take a little while for it to start to soften. I might just turn the heat down a little bit as well because I don't want the ingredients to stick to the bottom of the pan. So it'll probably take about 5 minutes before the pepper starts to soften. So just keep persevering and it will soften, and I'm just going to do the same now. I'm just going to continue to fry this pepper. The red pepper has started to soften as well, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in my courgette. So I have one courgette that I just simply peeled and grated. Now you don't have to grate the courgette, you could slice it. I like to grate it because it actually cooks slightly quicker in the pan, so it heats through a little easier when it's grated. And also my husband and son don't know it's in there either, so I'm just being a bit of a sneaky mama there. So yes, I'm going to fry the courgette off now, like so. I think I'm just going to turn the heat up again to let that cook. And then once the heat is back up, which I think it is, I'm going to add in the chicken as well. So I've got about 500 grams of chicken breast that I've just simply sliced into like 1-inch pieces, and I'm going to pop that into the base of the pan as well. And I'm going to fry the chicken with all the other ingredients until this starts to go a lovely golden brown colour. I've fried off the chicken until it is cooked, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in the spices for this dish. So in this bowl here I have 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, 1 teaspoon of mild chili powder. If you wanted it spicier you could use medium or hot. Then I have 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, 1 teaspoon of ground coriander. I also have 1 teaspoon of ground sweet cinnamon and a teaspoon of dried oregano as well, or oregano, depending on which continent you're in right now. And then I'm just going to add that to the chicken, and I'm going to fry these spices in so everything is well coated in the chicken. And I'm also going to add in some tamari at this point as well. So I'm going to add in about 2 tablespoons of tamari. I'm just going to fry again, like so, till everything is well mixed in. And then all I'm simply going to do is just add the cooked rice in with this as well. So I have cooked this rice off today, but you could cook it off the night before and then just add it to the pan the next day, but do use it up the next day because rice isn't very good for us when it's been cooked and left for too long. So it's always best to have rice once you've cooked it. And the reason I'm cooking it off now is because I'm probably going to have this serves 4, so I will have the leftovers for lunch the next day, which are also yummy, I have to say. So I'm going to have the leftovers from this tomorrow. So it's alright if I put this in the fridge and have it the next day, but 1 day is the limit for rice, I think. That's what they say. When you start to cook rice, it tends to produce germs, and those germs aren't very good for the body. So that's why it's always best to cook it off and then eat it immediately. So I'm going to turn the heat off now because that's all cooked. I'm just going to add some lime to this as well. And now I'm just going to add a squeeze of lime to serve the dish as well. So I will mix this in and then I will give it a try and I will let you know how it tastes. But it does smell really good, I have to say. You can also serve this with lime as well if you want to. So yeah, I'm going to go and serve this now and I will let you know how it tastes. I also forgot to add in the coriander as well. So I've got just a handful of chopped coriander, just roughly chopped. And I'm just going to pop that in as well. And I'm going to mix those ingredients around. And then, as I said, I will give this a try now. And I will let you know how it tastes. Oh, I did add salt and pepper as well to the spices. So there is salt and pepper in this as well. So salt and pepper to your taste. I'm going to give this a try. It smells really good. So I'm sure it's going to be as good as it smells, to be honest with you. Oh yeah. The chicken is really lovely and juicy and tender. And there's a hint of spices coming through. It could be a chicken fajita, but obviously you just haven't got the fajita, you've got rice instead. So yes, I'm really looking forward to having this as my dinner this evening. Oh god, it tastes so good. That's how you make my delicious spicy Mexican chicken stir fry rice, and that recipe I will link in the description box below for you. As I mentioned earlier, we're going to be having this for our dinner this evening and it smells and tastes so good, I can't wait. So for now, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to leave any comments below, and please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you all soon. Bye.